Hey, what's up, everybody? Man, this your man, Coach Shabazz. Podcast episode 11. Shout out to everybody who has been watching, who has been reposting. Shout out to everybody who has subscribed to my YouTube page. Thank y'all so much for the love, so much for the support. Still continue to get those subscribers up. Get those numbers up, get those views up. So it does not happen without your help. Podcast episode number 11. Yeah, it's 11 of them. I hope everybody's having a great day today, man. Please, when you have time, check out the first few episodes of your podcast, man. I'm trying to get this bad boy rolling, get it off the ground. Had a great interview with my man C. Grant about a week before my Ohio State Buckeyes won a national championship. Yes.
Who's going to walk out of Atlanta national champions?
Great interview with my man Lincoln Perry on episode number 7. He was MVP of the First Responders Bowl, running back down in Texas State.
That opens up a huge hole for Perry, and he is off to the races. Lincoln Perry takes it to the house. 73.
Great interview with Zeus, world-renowned YouTuber, podcaster. Does the reaction videos with all world-famous artists, Kodak, NLE, Glow, all of these guys from all over the world. So just kind of go through back, man, and just support your podcast, man. I hope everybody, again, a lot of great content, a lot of interesting topics I've been talking about. Today, man, no guests, man, just got your boys, just me. And topic for today: do what you love what you do. But even if you don't, still do it like you love it. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into it a little bit. First and foremost, man, shout out to God for giving me the heart to want to share my gifts with the world, man, and just giving me the capacity to want to help people. So shout out to everybody that supports this podcast, man. Everybody who gave me the idea to want to do it, who kind of pushed for me to do it. And also, my sponsors, R&B Dogs. My man Keith Cannon is on. Now he owns his own medical transport company. Also, shout out to A Natural Affair Hair Salon here in Memphis, owned by Takesha Berry Brooks. 2 locations here in Memphis. Locks, if you have natural hair, go to A Natural Affair. Hold on. That was a bar right there. If you got locks, if you got natural hair, go to A Natural Affair. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, look, man, lots on my heart I want to share with you guys. Hopefully it helps somebody get through their day. Hopefully it helps somebody get through some adversity. We're still at the early parts of the year. And a lot of times we're in, the rat race, it seems like. We're in the hustle and bustle every day, our careers, our jobs. Some of us have been blessed with the opportunity to do what we love to do every single day. Like, literally, me personally, I get up every day and it never feels like work. I've said it before. When you find that thing, you'll never work a day in your life. You'll get up earlier. You stay up later. You're working towards it. You want to fine tune it. You want to perfect it. You want to be great at it. Especially when it's something that's helping so many people. And with my case, as far as fitness, that's what I do every single day. Literally, God gave me the capacity to be able to help change people's lives for the better every single day. And I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm cheating God if I don't give it everything I got. And I don't complain about any of it because I'm afraid that if I do start to complain, that the gift that he gave me can be taken. You know what I mean? Like, literally, guys, my income is limitless. You know what I mean? From an income perspective, but that's not why I do this. I do this because, a mom goes into the doctor and says, I was diagnosed with diabetes, and if I don't change my lifestyle, I could suffer long-term effects of that. I could lose limbs. I could have a heart attack. I could have all these different ramifications of diabetes. And then you come to me, and I give you a meal plan until you come work out every day, and you go to the doctor, you've lost 80 pounds and no more diabetes. So those are the things I live for. A father comes to me, you know, my wife says she's gonna leave me if I don't lose this weight. I'm getting lazy on my job, and I feel like it's all spiraling, and I gotta get this weight off, and I'll feel better, and my energy will go up, and everything will respond as a result. That's what I believe. We'll say, oh, okay, cool. Matter of fact, in your case, and this is actually a true story. I'm not gonna charge you a dime. Be here tomorrow. Now we're getting into the thing where you do what you love. If you love it that much, in some cases, you'd even do it for free. Now, when you're in situations where you're at a job that you absolutely cannot stand, and we have that. We have days where it's Tuesday, and man, that alarm went off, and God dog it, I gotta screw this alarm. I'm feeling too good. I hate that job, and I hate my coworkers anyway. I don't want to go. Get up, and then you get up, and we got attitude the whole time, and we pissed at everybody for no reason. But what I want you to understand is that first off, you have a place to go to earn income. A lot of people don't. Second off, you woke up this morning. A lot of people didn't. Third off, if God gave you an ability to make a living for yourself, He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to bless you with the opportunity to get up and be able to take care of your family, to take care of yourself. So with that being said, even though I hate this job, guess what? God gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? So let me say thank you, and let me give it everything that I got because you did it. And again, I'm talking about doing what you love, loving what you do. And even if you don't love it, do it like you do love it, because it ultimately boils down to, where I get this job from? Got it from Him. Who am I doing this job for? Ultimately, I'm doing it for Him. We take care of our families, we take care of our kids, we take care of ourselves, we do all these certain things, but ultimately it all boils down to, I got to make sure that I'm representing the one who gave me and put me in this position in the first place. And let me give you an even more practical example. Now, people actually make the mistake of thinking that I'm just having fun all day. It's all good. It's all roses. It's all peachy. Bro, I'm an entrepreneur. Everybody knows that when you're an entrepreneur, struggle is real, and the challenges are real, and they're daily challenges and they're daily struggles. Now, again, you'll never hear me complain much about them, though, because of the fact that I'm in a position that I'm doing what I love every single day. I go back to that because most people are not in that position. And if you are in that position, boy, you better not find yourself complaining about it, because just like you take for granted a great thing that you have, you lose it and you regret it every day. Man, I will never, ever, ever want to be in a position where I'm regretting coming to work every morning. I even said it like this several times to my clients. If you ever make me regret or hate coming to work, any client, any class, any group makes me hate coming to work, guess what? You're gonna be gone before me. Find an update on my schedule that says this class, this hour is no longer available, and it's canceled indefinitely, because I absolutely refuse to let anybody or anything get in the way of the love that I have for what I do every day. And you have to be like that sometime, man, because when you value something so much, you'll do whatever you got to do to protect it. Another example, man. Let me tell you. Let me say this too, man. I don't care what job you have. I don't care where you work, how long you've been there. If you're there, bro, you so blessed to be there, because you could be home, you could be bedridden, you could be sick, you could be paraplegic. You could literally be in a position where you can do nothing. Do you know there is a disease, ALS, and it's also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Remember years ago, maybe about 10 years ago, everybody was doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. That was cool. Brought awareness to ALS. One of the most debilitating and scariest things that I've ever seen, because what it does is shuts down your entire body and your mind, and your mind is still intact. Can you imagine being a prisoner of your body and you cannot move? You cannot, that's enough, really. You cannot move, you can't speak. You know what I mean? But for that being the case, you never, ever, ever want to find yourself complaining about any position that you're in. Let me speak to my athletes real quick, my young people. I say this all the time because it's true. It's a blessing to be an athlete. It's a gift straight from God. It's a blessing to be on a basketball team. It's a blessing to be on a football team. And I don't care which one it is. Part of the stipulations for you signing to a team was not that everything is going to go your way. As a matter of fact, it's just the opposite. You sign with a team, you decide you make a team, and you're pretty much subject to the powers that be on that team. You're also subject to the work and the effort that you put in. Because if you don't put in ridiculously exceptional hard work, you're going to be subjected to somebody who did. Or you're going to be in a position where you feel entitled to have what somebody else has worked for. And that'll never be okay. You know why the transfer portal is so popular? Because you got a whole bunch of kids who thought they were the guy, went to a place where everybody was the guy. You actually have to work very, very hard to prove that you're the guy. And one of two things happened. You tried and failed, or you didn't even want to try. So you decide, I'm out of here. One thing that the portal does to handicap so many kids is gives them an out to run instead of being held accountable and putting their feet to the fire and forcing them to work harder. When you truly love what you do, you know what you're going to do? You're going to see the losses coming, know that they're coming, fight through the losses, and learn how to lose, and then you're going to learn how to win. And let me tell you something. My journey as a strength coach, a lot of losses. I'm going to give you one horrible story real quick. I'm going to try to make it as quick as I can. But the point of the story is, if I didn't love what I do, I would not still be doing it because of the adversity that I had to fight through. There's 25 rings in this case, and there's one on the way. After maybe ring number 3 or 4, during that time, I became a very, very popular strength coach and trainer around the city of Memphis. And all these D1 kids, all these D1 athletes, they're starting to come to me now. Some of the kids are even fortunate enough to go to the NBA. So now I'm trying to get to the point where I'm going to the next level. I want to go to the next level. I want to train NBA guys. So I reach out to an agent. And I'm small time. I'm a nobody. And I'm not very popular. Don't have very many guys under my resume as of yet. I did have some. And I'm building momentum. But I want to go to the next step. And in this line of work, in order to go to the next level, quite frankly, you got to know somebody. I didn't know anybody except this guy. Reach out to him. Hey, man, I know you guys coming to town. You bring your players to town for a basketball camp. I would absolutely love to take you guys to a free workout, see how they love it. Free workout, okay? See how they love it, see how they like it, and hopefully drum up some business this way. Now, this is my only connection to NBA players. He knows this, and so, man, his response, well, we'll see. Just blew it off. I asked again, man, we'll see, and just kind of blew it off again. So I'm being persistent because I want to go next level, and I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good, and I just need to show and prove myself. If I prove it to the people who are at that level, then I can prove to myself that I'm worthy of training at that level, and these people understand that this guy is legit. He's for real. Get to this camp, and all of these NBA guys are there. One of them in particular, named is Skal Labissiere. He was a kid, trained with me for years all through high school. Actually came to work out with me that morning, went to the camp. Cameron Payne, it was his actual camp. So we're at Lausanne Collegiate School here in Memphis. Get there, I warm all the kids up, about 300 kids. Camp's going great, boom, boom, boom. These NBA guys are there. So I'm just trying to introduce myself. Now this agent walks up to me, middle of everybody, and says, out of nowhere, I told you nobody wanted to train. Ain't nobody come to Memphis to train with you. Don't nobody want to come to this city to train with you. Man, these folks want to go all over the world. These folks are millionaires. They don't want to fool with you. They don't want to train here in Memphis. All of these NBA players standing here, my sons are standing with me. He does this to me right then.
You think you can do this to me?
First off, the power of restraint allowed me to stand there and not just choke slam him through the ground.
No, it's not! No, it's not! Look out! Choke slam!
Second, Skal Labissiere being the sweet and kind-hearted guy as he was, politely tapped me on my shoulder, said, Coach, let's go outside for a minute, because he saw how upset I got. Walked outside. Oh my God, Coach Shabazz, I'm so sorry. I just apologize that happened to you. I'm like, hey, big fella, don't worry about it. Not your fault, not your doing, none of that stuff. Okay. Had I let that get to me, there wouldn't be any NBA jerseys in my facility. There would not be as many rings as it is. Because I would quit a long time ago. Because that was very upsetting, very discouraging. However, I love doing this and knowing what I love to do and why I do it, and because it's for a bigger purpose, I was able to fight through an embarrassing instance like that. There was others, that was one at the top because of where I was in my career and where I wanted to go. But I was able to get through that and fight through that. And here we are. As a result, it built a lot of resilience in me. Man, listen, man, I was able to make history for real because I think, and I'm certain of this. The reason I was able to bounce back so strong because my faith was so strong for one. I never lost faith, never questioned God. God, maybe this is just not for me. Never did that once. I will say this: I did get discouraged, got a little burnt out because I got tired of people taking advantage of what I do. I will say that. But it was little dips and periods where there are peaks, there are valleys, for sure. I heard Muhammad Ali say this: champions aren't the ones who can give a punch. They're the ones who can take one. And I'll leave y'all with this. When you truly, truly love to do something, you will go all out for it. You take the wins, you take the losses, you grow from the wins, you learn from the losses, you continue to progress, and you never, ever, ever forget, and I mean you never forget, that all things, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, all things put in front of you, all things given to you, all things taken from you, come from God himself. And when you remember that, you have more of a sense of humility, you have more of a sense of selflessness, and you have more of a servant's mentality, meaning I'm really just here to serve. So God, whatever you're going to have me do, let me do it. Let me do the best that I can at it, because I'm just thankful that it came from you. All right? All right, man. This is Coach Shabazz. As always, I love y'all. Thank you so much for listening.